Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm Vince and this is Out Thrifting for a Living, where I try to provide you some tips so that you can pursue your own resale journey. Myself, I've been a reseller for about 4.5 years. I did it part-time. Over the last couple of months, I have shifted into full-time reselling. I currently sell on Amazon and eBay. I've ventured out or expanded a little into Mercari and Poshmark, but the main focus of my business right now is Amazon and eBay. While I continue to learn, gain experience in YouTube, the content of this channel is going to be what sold videos on eBay. And as I grow and get more experience, that content may shift. I may start to talk about Amazon FBA, which is about 60 or 70% of my business. As of right now, I'm going to focus on what sold videos because I personally enjoy it. I like to learn from other resellers, and it gives me an opportunity to see what is selling for them, and it just widens my knowledge and allows me to try to source those things in my area. I'm currently in Florida. Yard sale season is in full swing here, so any chance I get to expand my knowledge is good because we're able to hit estate sales and yard sales very frequently here. So let me just get into it. Yesterday we had 5 sales on eBay. Now that might not seem like a lot to some that have been doing this for a while, but I'm still excited when anything sells. Any sale to me is a good sale, no matter how much you profit. There's still experience that you gain from it, and also you're able to gain credibility to your shop with the increased sales, and there's always that opportunity that a customer will be pleased and leave a good feedback. So never be discouraged by any sales that you get. You should always be, in my opinion, you should always be excited when something sells because that just means that you're doing something right. The first thing that sold, sorry, before you get into it, I mainly focus on media. So I sell CDs, DVDs, books, video games. We've recently expanded more into collectible toys and board games and clothes. My wife is very good at spotting the trendy clothes. I've put all my trust in her because when she took over that aspect of the business, those clothing sales and things like that have just taken off tremendously. So we have a little bit of everything, mostly media. Yeah, let's get into it. The first thing that sold was a CD. It's called Dr. Demento 20th Anniversary. So this would usually have been sent into Amazon FBA, but since it's a 2-volume set and I only have disc 2 here to sell it on eBay, I sold this for $11.68, which is pretty good for a CD on eBay. I was very pleased with it. It's heading out to Chandler, Oklahoma, but this is something that I picked up at a local library sale. That's a good place to source inventory, especially for media sellers. The prices are usually very competitive and there's tons of inventory to scan through. So if you're just beginning and you want to start acquiring that knowledge and seeing what types of books and media sells, I would suggest going to a local library sale. Very awesome resource because you're able to see upcoming sales in different parts of the state. This is pretty easy to ship. Just gonna put it in one of these bubble mailers. You can get them cheap from eBay. If you have a store account, you get $25 to $50 every quarter. That's what I use my coupon on, is these bubble mailers, and can fit a variety of things in there. And this should ship out for our medium mail shipping, and at most it'll be $4.13 depending on what part of the country it's going to. It's another reason why I like selling media, because it's very simple to ship. Next thing we have is a piece of clothing. So like I said before, my wife is in charge of picking the clothing, and this is one of the things that she sourced from either a thrift store or a Goodwill. So we might have $5 into them at the most. These are Express jeans, Maya acid wash skinny mid-rise leggings, women's size 6. These sold, I think this took about a little over a month to sell, and it sold for $19.79. And they are headed to Frostproof, Florida. So another thing with clothing, just like media, it's very easy to ship. I'm sorry. Selling it could be difficult because there's tons of it out there, and that's another reason why I leave it to my wife, because she's good at picking the trendy stuff. But for shipping clothing, all you need is just a basic poly mailer. I think these are 12 by 10s or 12 by 12. I don't remember, but very inexpensive. You can get a pack of 500 or so for $20 or so, and they'll last you a while, depending how often you sell clothes. But yeah, this pair of jeans should ship for about $6 to $7 anywhere in the country, pretty much. Next, we have a Blu-ray. So this one is called Joyful Noise. This I actually purchased in a lot of 1,000 new DVDs and Blu-rays. I made that purchase about 6 months ago. Blu-rays and DVDs. Most of that inventory was shipped off to Amazon, FBA, but the ones that had poor condition seals and outer packaging, I couldn't send those in, so I listed them on eBay. This sold for $647, and it's headed to IMO, South Carolina. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but that was a harder one. Now, some people might be wondering, why are you listing low item or low cost DVDs? And the reason is that I do it because, like I said earlier, any sale to me is a good sale. And I've already made back the initial $300 that I put into the buy many times over. So this is just pure profit, and it builds your credibility in your store, and there's always that opportunity for a customer to be pleased and leave you good feedback. Another thing is that it doesn't take very long to list DVDs and CDs and Blu-rays. You just need a picture of the front, the back, and any defects that are wrong, that you feel worth listing. As long as it's annotated in the description, buyers are still interested in it. So this may have taken a minute or two to list, and if I make $1 or $2 from every low dollar sale, it adds up over an hour. So say I can do a DVD a minute or a DVD in 2 minutes. If I make $1 to $2, that's $30 to $60 an hour in low-end DVDs. I'm okay with that business model. I'm okay with anything that I make profit on, but you're able to do this reselling business, your side hustle, any way that you feel that you want to. So if this is something that you don't want to get into and you feel like your time would be better spent other places, then you are free to do that. That's the awesome thing about reselling. Anybody can run their business however they want to. And just like the CD that sold, it's just going to be shipped out in one of these bubble mailers, and at most it'll be $413 to ship. Next, we have a video game. This is Knockout Kings 2000 for PlayStation, the original PlayStation. This came from a local connection that I have. I buy tons of video games from this person, and they're very, very inexpensive once you start piecing everything out. I may have a couple of cents into this, just like everything else that I've just shown you. This actually sold to a buyer for $568. Now that is very low. So when I list low things like this, especially under $7, I'm really hoping for multiple sales. So while I won't lose money on this, I may make a couple of cents. The reason why I have them so low is because I'm hoping that the customer will go through my shop and order multiple at a time. Sometimes it works where they do, and it really helps the profit margins because I can ship them all in the same package. But on those instances where it's just one that they're looking for, I may make a few cents. But like I said, any sale to me is a good sale. This guy is actually a repeat buyer, so I know he's been pleased if he continues to come back and shop at my store. This will go again in a padded envelope, and it's headed out to Rock Hill, South Carolina. So with video games, you can't send them media mail. You have to send it ground advantage. So with the relatively low weight, it should be under 4 ounces shipping. It should be about the same as media mail, about $4 to ship out to South Carolina since we're in Florida. Not bad. And the last item I'm going to talk about, this is the big sale overnight. And if you're a video game reseller, you probably already know that this title is good. But for those of you who don't focus on video games, this is the reason why there is so much interest in video games, in my opinion, because you never know which ones are going to be valuable, and you never know if you can find these for a good deal in your area. So this is PlayStation 3 game. It's Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. It is complete in box, so it has the manual and the disc, as well as the original cover art. This game sold for $8.99 plus $6.15 in shipping. Everything else has been free shipping, but on this I went ahead and this sold within about 3 weeks of being listed. I knew this was a good game, so I put it as a premium. If I would have listed it any lower, it probably would have flew off the shelves. So this is definitely a game to look out for, and if you see it in your area for a reasonable amount, definitely pick it up. So with video games, usually I send them in the same bubble mailer, but with something that's sold for as much as it did, I'm going to go ahead and send it in a 8x6x4 box. It's also eBay. I also use my coupons to buy these. It's a good sized box to have. It can fit a lot of action figures and a lot of small items. And as you grow your business, I would consider looking into different packaging, and you'll zero in or focus in on what packaging you like the most and what best fits your business model, especially with the things that you're selling. This game is actually going to Riverbank, California. Since shipping was included, shipping really isn't going to be a cost for me in this one, but it should ship for about $4 to $5 since it's going across the country. I hope you enjoyed the content this morning. I will continue to bring these videos to you and hopefully be able to give you some knowledge and some takeaways that you could implement into your business. And if you ever have any comments or questions, please leave them down below, and I'll be sure to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.